Hi there, Leos. Welcome to your mid-September 2017 tarot reading. So the first message that I have out here, it seems as if many of you, especially those of you who are working in a more dynamic, fast-paced environment, there might have been a lot of complaints that you were dealing with. And this is not complaints lodged against you. I feel like you're in an environment where people are a little bit, it's like I'm getting like urgent care. So I don't know for many of you if you're in the healthcare industry or you're in an environment where things are happening left and right. There are a lot of responsibilities. There are a lot of just different clients or different patients that you're dealing with. So the environment seems to me to be a little bit more just fast paced and a little bit hostile too, because the people that are coming in, they have ailments, they have afflictions, and they're not always going to be, the most courteous. They're not always operating at their best. So you're trying to do everything that you can to alleviate their discomfort and to resolve their issues and to, make the transition smooth for them. But I feel like it's a little bit of a tenuous environment. It seems like things are either very, very slow, and then all of a sudden, something happens, and then the pace picks up significantly. So you might go through periods of lull, and then a period of really intense work that needs to be done in a very fixed amount of time. I feel like for some of you, if you're in that environment and things have been a little bit, just a little bit tenuous, they're saying that your work situation is very safe. You're doing things in the procedurally correct manner, so you don't have to worry about your job or about losing your job or about your job overall. I'm also feeling as well, there's a lot of worries and anxiety. It's almost like you're taking your work home. It's almost like you're affected by the work that you're doing, by the things that you're seeing on a daily basis. So try not to do that, okay? Just after work, and especially if you're in some type of an urgent care environment like nursing, a home care, like a daycare facility or a retirement home, and you're dealing with people who might be not be operating at their best, don't take the work home with you. Say a little bit of I want to say like a closing prayer before you drive home. That way you leave that energy where it is not affecting you at home. So don't bring that home with you. And when you're dealing with your kids, when you're dealing with your partners, okay, say a little bit of like a releasing prayer so that you can release that energy before you head into your car or before you take that drive home. On top of that, what I'm sensing is they say that many of you, the financial situation, it looks very good. So I feel like, no news is good news. But what I'm seeing is many of you are making money based off of caring for other people, tending to other people, making sure other people are all right. And it gives you a sense of, work satisfaction. It gives you an internal sense of appreciation, too, for the work that you're doing, because other people are very thankful of your contributions. So I feel like if you are in that capacity, if you're taking care of people, if you, are taking care of children, and that's how you make your main money, be careful and also learn to take care of yourself, okay? Because I feel like, your own emotional and physical needs might be neglected as a result of having to tend to other people that you feel are in more dire circumstances than you are. So just take proper care of yourself just as much, okay? I'm also feeling as well, there's a lot of good news, they say, coming in from the family environment. So if you have siblings, for example, there might be, engagement, there might be job promotion, there might be, just good news coming through, like celebratory news coming through from siblings. And I'm also feeling as well, they mention a very, very big pregnancy vibe, okay? Very big pregnancy vibe. So I feel like for many of you, you might be living with a significant other, and there might not have been, the adequate money for you both to get married and to have that big wedding. So I feel like you and your partner are really scrambling to save up you're like very obsessive when it comes to saving up money. Trying to be thrifty and trying to take care of, all your practical responsibilities. So you and your partner might also deny yourselves a lot of luxuries as well because you're trying to scramble to save up. For many of you, you're contemplating a new home, like thinking about getting a new home, waiting for offers from a new home to come through, and especially I see this element about, you know, children growing like weeds. So like children growing a lot faster than you anticipate. And as a result of it, you might want to expand your family unit, or you might want to expand into a bigger home so that everybody, you know, has adequate space and have their own room. So I see an element of children, especially like teenagers, growing up really, really fast. Okay. There are a little bit of just be careful with children. I feel like, you know, accidents and things like that, things that are, you know, children will be children, but I feel that it's almost like worries about the achievements, or worries about the physical wellness of a child. I'm not seeing emotional. I'm feeling like more physical wellness of a child, whether or not the child is getting like adequate, you know, calories. I do see like some health as it relates to eating habits. A child might be very might be a very picky eater, and he or she is not getting enough calories. There might be, you know, bone density issues. There might be sprains and fractures as a result of poor diets. So if you have a picky eater, I feel like it's really important to, you know, try to get them to eat the things that they like, but within reason. Okay, so taking into account their proper nutritional intake, that's very crucial as well, because I feel like an element of like a vitamin or a mineral like deficit, and I feel like that might also affect their growth, that might also affect their bones. Okay, overall I feel a very, very strong maternal vibe in this spread, and I feel like a lot of you are involved in some type of a helping profession where you're caring for people, and others of you are just like you have this very strong maternal instinct about you, where you know what to do in dire situations. It's like no one has to tell you anything. You go off on your instincts, and you know what to do. You know if there is a child that needs, you know, care, or that needs like some type of emotional, you know, support. So I feel like you're able to spot these things a mile away, and you're able to kind of step in and intervene when it's necessary. So there is really strong, I feel like, very high intuitive streak that's coming in, very strong divine guidance that's coming in the work that you're doing, in which you're placed in the right moment at the right time. Okay, so this energy, I feel like it's going to be a busy 2 weeks, but, you know, take care of yourself. Okay, just make sure that you give other people the same you give yourself the same care that you're giving other people. All right, so I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope the reading has been helpful, and I'll be back in the October reading. Talk to you guys later. Bye bye.